through high school until I started modeling. The first day I sat in the makeup chair, the makeup artist asked me, what did you do to your brows? And so I was on the search for that perfect brow pencil that would fill in my brows in the most natural way and enhance them and give me that gorgeous thick shape, but still look like hair. So that is what inspired our Frame Your Face Micro Brow Pencil, and I'm using shade taupe. And the keyword here is micro. This is 1 millimeter.
Wow, so it's really like a hair.
It's really like a hair-like strokes. So I'm just gonna show you. These hair-like strokes are so key. And then you take our spoolie and you just brush through for the most natural yet enhanced look. So,
you know, if you're just tuning in, it would look like little hairs on your, you know? All right. So any tips for actual application on the brow, or maybe shaping if you don't necessarily have a brow?
Yes, this is my favorite way to shape a brow. I call it clockwork. So line up the pencil with the side of your nose. This is where your brow should start. Rotate it over to your pupil. This is where your arch should be. Rotate it over to the corner of your eye. This is where your brow should end. So this is a good little map to show you where your brow shape should be, and then you brush up and fill in from there. So I'm gonna draw in a few hair-like strokes right here because my brow stops a little bit short. And can you guys see this? So you just do a few hair-like strokes and then continue to brush through as you go so you get that most natural yet enhanced look.
Yeah, I think a lot of people feel like the spoolie might just be for the hair portion, but it's really for not only the hair portion, but anywhere that you use the product.
Right, it's for that, it's mostly for, so the spoolie, here's the two things that it's for. It's to brush up your brows to expose any sparse areas, and then you use it to brush through the product so it looks even more hair-like, which is what you want. You don't want those angular brows that are painted on. This, so our brow pencil, I encourage you guys to look at the ratings. Thank you so much, all of you who have written ratings. It's really an incredible pencil because of how tiny this tip is. Can you see that? It's just so micro.
And it's fantastic because you're getting 2 of these also.
And you're getting 2.
I love that because I like to have 2 of everything. Kind of like a little Noah's Ark of makeup, of a makeup bag, because you know, you never know when you're gonna need it to go to the gym or something like that. So you guys, you're getting 2 of these. Typically 1 would be $21, but we're not doubling the price, we're just doubling the product. You're getting 2 for $29, so that's awesome. If you wanna go to beautyiq.com and pick it up, you can do that. And while you're there, as Lindsay mentioned, go ahead and read the reviews. You know, they're all there and they're from your fellow beauty enthusiasts as well. And we do have a couple colors to choose from, taupe, blonde, and dark brown. You can always take a deeper dive into those shades by going to beautyiq.com. But Lindsay, any tips for someone trying to decide which color they should pick up today?
Yeah, so the blonde shade is for your lightest blonde, almost you don't see your eyebrows. And then I'm wearing taupe, so this is darker ash blonde hair, and then dark brown is for medium to dark brown hair, as well as salt and pepper.
Oh, nice.
So,
okay.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
So I'm done with my brows. And by the way, I just want to mention, you guys, there's plant oils, vitamin E, and this is also waterproof, so it's going to last all day.
Ah, that's what we wanted to know. Are we going to lose a brow midday?
Not going to lose a brow. It's not going to fall on you.
Have you ever, back in the day before brow products were really good, did you ever do the thing where like you lean on your hand?
Yes,
and then your brow comes off on your hand?
Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah.
I've had it melt down my face. It's, yeah.
You have a brow down on your nose. Yeah. You know, yeah, good times. Alrighty, so we are moving on now. So we've done the foundation. Let's just recap here. We've done the foundation, which, by the way, we had a question if we could use a brush with this, if we have a favorite brush to apply.
Yes, we have a brush coming up in the show. It's called our it's our Pixel Perfect brush.
Ooh.
I was using our Rubicel sponge, which, by the way, is antimicrobial.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's great for full coverage. And then Danielle later in the show is going to show how to use the Pixel Perfect brush, which is travel friendly.
Awesome. So we've used 2 products so far. We've used the foundation and we've used the brow duo here. And now we are moving on to an eye liquid shadow duo. I do want to mention, though, running right at the bottom of your screen here is a carousel of all the products that we're going to use in the show. So if you, you know, see something that's tickling your fancy a little bit before we even show it, you can order it there on beautyiq.com or by calling that 800 number on your screen. Alrighty, so let's move on. How in the world is eyeshadow a liquid?
This is incredible. You guys, I'm so excited about this. This is one of my favorite color products at Wander Beauty because it is so easy to apply, so foolproof. You're not gonna get that fallout. So you notice how I just did my foundation. Normally, if I was using